Hello, everybody. Welcome to our podcast of not a whole lot.
Ponies.
Don't you start singing that.
Stop myself.
So today we're going to be talking about My Little Pony Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks.
The movie with 2 subtitles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, after that last one, boy, did they need to rebound quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't sing. Yeah.
So, waiting for the fourth one, Equestria Girls, Rainbow Rocks, Electric Boogaloo 2.
The sequel.
Yeah,
The prequel sequel.
The pre-sequel.
The pre-sequel to sequel-litis. What?
No.
No.
The joke was going somewhere and then just, crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of do that with jokes. I'm sorry. I just did crashing.
Sometimes the crashing jokes are funnier, too.
Oh, yeah.
It seems to be
Certain audience.
It seems to be everyone's favorite version of a comedy. Is just the joke that extends for way too long.
Yeah, like Daniel Tosh. Ooh, he does that all the time.
Anyway,
Ponies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
ponies.
ponies.
What about the
ponies?
Now you're thinking it.
what is up with airline food?
Good joke. We gotta make sure we talk a little louder because we have the camera far away today.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that my voice is going to carry no matter what happens.
My
Same.
voice will carry.
Yeah.
Just look at that bar whenever I speak. Yeah.
So, new setup, new week.
Same
Rainbow-
place.
Yeah, same place.
More ponies. I probably should have thought about the fact that we got all this window behind us.
Oh, yeah. It's like
You're just a man
Just-
of shadow.
the apocalypse is just behind us right there.
It looks really cool though.
Man.
And now I hear myself in my ear, and I'm gonna take that out. I have the stream on my phone, and I have Bluetooth on, so I didn't have to worry about it interrupting the stream.
How's it look, actually? Are we
It doesn't
just
look
kind of
bad.
sheathe or wreathe in shadow?
It doesn't look bad.
It doesn't look too bad now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it looked better when I sat back up from leaning, and Chrysalis
is
fell
taking a
over.
dive.
She is falling
Okay.
once again.
I don't care.
So, Rainbow Rocks.
Yeah.
Rainbow Rocks.
So maybe we should,
Terrible.
last time we got a little little bit of a scenario to it.
Oh, like what led into it? What happened in
Yeah.
the season before it went to Rainbow Rocks?
Now, this one I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
I think it was season 4.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was after season 4.
It was just after she became. This is after Tyrek. Just after Tyrek happened, because she has the tree
Oh,
castle.
yeah, they do mention the tree castle.
Well,
yes.
it
Yes,
shows
they
the
do.
tree castle. It zooms in on Ponyville with the tree castle, and all the ponies just chilling in there, and then the vibrating text phone book.
Where were you when Library Tree died?
I was crying my eyes out. Not really, but kind of. I was sad. I was like, no! Anyways,
You monster.
I mean, that's
So, MLP just finished going Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm.
Or Dragon Ball Z is what I meant to say, but Super Saiyan works.
Yeah.
It's all tied together. Yeah. No, they definitely had a Dragon Ball Z style fight in that episode.
Mhm.
And then,
Well, they got hair extensions.
We
and
still
then,
don't know how that works, because it's never been addressed after that.
what?
like how they
Yeah, how they
How
do
they
that.
pony up.
Oh,
okay,
how they,
that's the term.
God, what was the term for it in the toys? It was, rainbow power.
Rainbow power. That's
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Oh,
they
yeah.
rainbow power.
Okay.
They haven't explained it. I think it's just
I'm
the
so glad we
front-
chose a really cool name for that.
I feel like it's them feeling strongly bonded.
I think it definitely has to do with the friendship of magic. It's I assume it's a lot of the same thing that makes them grow ears and a tail in the Equestria Girls movie.
So
I think it's
music?
that. Yes, music. When Rainbow Dash hits her awesome guitar solo that goes on for 5 minutes,
Well,
Like every
again,
guitar
that's
solo.
them
Yeah.
feeling strongly bonded.
but it's because
Like,
she had to pick up
together.
the slack from Twilight. Sorry, I'm going into the movie like halfway through.
Okay. So, let's see. The full scenario is just after Tyrek. We're getting used to the new piece of castle.
New ponies.
Have they even
a new
sold the
castle.
castle as merch yet? I don't
No,
think
they
they've made a
I
castle
don't think
toy
they
yet.
have, no.
They don't.
Which is surprising, because normally they jump on that real quick.
Mhm.
Normally they wouldn't have even designed the castle if there wasn't already a toy in the making, almost ready to ship.
Yeah,
Right.
but basically after
yeah.
season 4.
Yeah, it's after season 4, after Tyrek, she gets the castle. They're all chilling in their thrones, and she's getting new books from the library, and that's when the book from Sunset Shimmer lights up. So that's where it is on the season wise. But it all starts with the
Hold
The Dazzling.
The sirens.
Sirens.
Yeah, the Sirens.
They see the magic from them playing their musics, and they want to steal the magic.
Wasn't that
Yeah.
from? No, never mind.
No.
I was always under the impression that it was from the Rainbow Blast that they
Yeah.
used on Sunshine or Sun.
No.
Good.
No, that was
Shimmer.
way
no.
later.
No.
No, that was
no.
that's why it zoomed to them playing as the band. It was showing how that music, that the magic got released.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a question.
You don't have a question.
Okay, so
If you're gonna have a question, speak up and look at the camera.
okay, so you guys, so the Cutie Mark Crusaders, since they don't have their cutie marks now, and they have them now in the actual show, how do you think they're gonna portray them actually getting? Do you think they're just gonna like design
T-shirts.
them?
They're just gonna change their
T-shirts.
outfits.
Do you think
T-shirts.
they're just
Yeah.
gonna
It's
change
just
their outfit?
it's just gonna
Okay.
change on the outfit.
Because you don't really see cutie mark designs on the Equestria girls like outfits really.
Yeah, they're on the skirts.
Yeah, they do.
They're on everyone's
It's on the
skirts,
skirt or on the
except
shirt?
for Sunset Shimmers and
No.
Rainbow Dashes. They're on their shirts.
But they just don't appear though. So do you think they're gonna go through a whole ordeal of them designing their?
I'm
mark?
pretty sure it's not gonna. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna have them on their clothing in the next movie.
They should show it.
They shouldn't show it. They showed it in the show. They're not gonna show it in the movie. And plus, they've never really centered on the Cutie Mark Crusaders in the movies. They're more centered on Sunset Shimmer in the movies than any other character, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least with the other two movies. In the first movie, obviously, was Twilight. But-
Well, I would enjoy to see where they come up with their.
well,
cutie
that's
mark
why you are in the minority. I was about to say menorah. That's not the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going back to the top or the.
Back to the movie.
The story.
It's the Dazzlings just see the magic shoot into the air, which that's the part that, because they never did that again in the movie when they got their when they did the music magic. Trying to fuse two words together there.
Hold.
Apparently,
Here's the thing, though. Do we need to give a synopsis? Because I assume if you're a brony and you're watching this, you would have seen the movies.
Well, Alec hasn't.
Well, that's
yeah, that's our good friend Alec though.
Well, basically the story,
Why hasn't
like
he
in
seen
general.
those?
He didn't like the first
He
one.
didn't like the first
Oh.
one, so he doesn't want to watch any of the other ones.
I think it got better. The second one.
That's a good.
Well,
way
I
to look at it.
yeah, I don't blame him after the first one.
Yeah, the first one was very lackluster. The
This-
second one though was not that bad.
It was much improved compared to the first one.
Yeah, the music wasn't. The music was a lot better.
Oh yeah, I think because of the theme, like they went with Battle of the Bands. I think that kind of helped. And then they just like implemented an instrument to every person that fit with their personality, and I think that really helped.
Honest, like just personally to me, I think like it makes sense that Pinky's a drummer,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really make sense to me that Applejack was the bass player first.
Well,
Well,
actually,
I saw her more as like an acoustic guitar kind of girl.
no, I disagree.
But I mean,
No, I figured that'd be too stereotypical. Though.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing though. That's
No, obviously she'd be playing the washing board.
Wasn't somebody actually using like a washboard?
no,
or
that's the thing that
No.
Derpy had, but it was that the sheet of metal that you have the thing on.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like with Pinky, where she used the sousaphone.
Sousaphone.
Oh,
Wasn't one person using the what do you call it? Where
Theremin?
Theremin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
Pinky had a theremin.
That
We
was
were talking
Pinky
about that
also.
in the other room. The theremin, like how it's only in B horror films and Rainbow Rocks, just randomly.
And that one Beach Boys song.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Forgot about that song. Holy crap. Yeah, that thing is not used very often, but it was totally in the movie. And when I first saw that, I loved it because I was trying to remember what the name of that instrument was for a long time, and then it was in the movie. I was like, "That's what it is." But, anyways,
I think there was some sort of phone app that was like a theremin where you would hold it in a certain position, it would change the pitch.
that is awesome. I need to
Yeah.
look that up after the podcast.
I have not seen that.
Remind me about that later.
Yeah, I haven't seen that app in like 3 years though. So.
Okay, that sucks. I hope it's still a thing.
Mhm.
But anyways, so the Dazzlings attack the school by joining the school and change it to a battle of the bands, and they need help from Twilight, so they get the vibrating book. The vibrating book. Well, that's what it is. It's a vibrating
There are
book.
there
You're
are
not
many
wrong.
jokes made about that.
Yeah,
book.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm saying it like that?
We said many
Wouldn't
of
it
them in the
make
house
more
earlier.
sense to have? No, wait.
No,
Oh
what-
God, no! Just don't make me think about this now.
Nah.
But why would Celestia enchant?
No,
Why wasn't it ring? God damn it! Anyway,
Because it's gotta be subtle. Because it's supposed to be in a library. It can't be loud.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Holy,
I can see that.
that really
Yeah,
did
but-
make sense. I just made that up on the spot.
yeah, but it's supposed to be like contact between Sunset Shimmer
Yes, but
and Celestia.
The thing
So
is,
why would it be in a library if it's supposed to be a direct line?
because
to
it's
It's a
Celestia?
lost
probably
book.
in Celestia's personal library in her room.
It-
Originally.
No, I don't
Oh,
think
yeah, her
so. I think
personal
it's just a
library.
Yeah,
lost.
because she
Is
totally
that what
reads
you
like
call that
Twilight.
particular collection?
Yeah, we are.
I think it was just a lost book. Like they don't communicate in the other world, so it was just put in the library.
Yeah, it was probably put in the library after a certain amount of time of her not trying to use it ever.
Yeah.
But it got put in the library and then they sent it over because, or it probably got sent over because Celestia knew that Sunset Shimmer was going to try and use it because she knew that she had met Twilight and they had become friends.
I took it off.
Yeah,
They kept
sure.
loading.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, well, let's go with that so we can make a little sense
I
of
mean,
it.
we
Oh,
already,
yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
already kind of figured out that Celestia is Chess Master Supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Whatever that means, yeah.
Chess Masters.
Yes.
All right. Let's see what other. Oh yeah. Okay. So last time we saw Twilight just kind of walk into the school and was just for some reason accepted as a student. Okay.
Yeah.
There is record of Twilight existing in this world.
Yeah.
I
There
kind of
is.
figure that like her first meeting first meeting Celestia and Luna in the first movie, she should have been like something should have been brought up like this isn't your school or something. Anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
No, they probably didn't know about Crystal Prep at that time.
No,
That's
they
the
had
rival
to have known
school.
of
They
them.
didn't
They
know
had to
that
have
Twilight was
known.
there probably then. I don't know.
I know, but
Well,
like
Twilight
guess,
wasn't
even like a
otaku,
basic
so-
even like a basic, you know.
I would
But
say more of a
okay,
Kikikomori than a.
But anyway, to continue with my thought, the Dazzlings walk in, cause trouble, start a fight, and Celestia and Luna are just like, no, we know these three students. They've always
That's
been.
because no, that's because
I
they-
understand.
No,
that, like the guy, like
no,
Magic
it's
Kid-
not that they've always been there. It's that they accept that they're new students that just transferred. So that means that's saying that in behind the scenes, the Dazzlings had signed up to be at that school apparently.
Yeah.
How many
That's
years
what
has the
it's implied.
Dazzlings been there?
They for a long
I
time,
don't
but
know.
they were stuck as
The
teenagers.
timeline just
Yes.
really weird.
From whenever Star Swirl the Bearded was still around, I guess. But
Well, I
yeah.
mean, how long ago did Sunset Shimmer, leave Equestria?
Apparently-
we don't know this.
No.
We don't know.
it
the
was
timeline
it was
either.
however old Twilight was whenever she first started being the student. It was probably around that time.
Maybe.
I guess
So
in the
about 10
comics
to
they
12
maybe
years.
gave
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
top like a
Which is
date
apparently
on it or
3 years in the Equestria Girls movie. Universe.
Well,
Fair
enough for
enough.
them to be seniors now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're seniors and the Cutie Mark Crusaders are freshmen.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because in Equestria, Twilight and the other girls are at least
they're
20.
yeah, they're in their
20s and 30s.
I
Makes
thought all,
sense.
all the main six were in their like early 20s, if not their late teens. I think isn't Pinkie Pie's the youngest? I think she's
Yeah.
probably like 19 or 18, because she's definitely the youngest.
Yeah, but I kind of get like more of a late 20s feel out of like Rarity. Or,
Yeah, Rarity and Fluttershy are definitely like
Older.
Fluttershy.
Well, no, Fluttershy's the same age as Rainbow Dash, so
And a
Oh,
year
She's
older
a year
than-
older than Pinkie
yeah,
Pie.
there it is.
that Twilight's just kind of-
Applejack's, but she kind of had to mature because
I feel as if though Applejack might be a little bit older because she was because they've stated that she was the last in her class to get a cutie mark.
she was the last in her class and Rainbow Dash was the first, which doesn't make sense because if her and Fluttershy are in the same class, technically they got them at the same time.
Okay, so
Anyways, yes,
no,
you did
I
derail there.
I derailed there, but it was an on-topic question.
Sorry about
I got
that.
Derailed. We're gonna be derailed a lot. We've already
Yeah.
been derailed a few times.
It's
Anyway,
it's just a common thing here. Where I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great either. I mean,
So, where were we on the synopsis? The Dazzlings game.
the Dazzlings were in the school, and Sunset Shimmer had realized that she could contact Twilight through the book, or at least Celestia, so Celestia could get Twilight.
Mhm.
So then Twilight gets the book and is vibrating on top of a giant pile of books, which is weird. Why was that one? Why was it on the very top? Why was it not in the middle somewhere and unseen?
Well, then
that-
we wouldn't have a plot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you can say for all of these questions we have. Is well, there wouldn't be plot if we didn't do it like that.
Yeah.
But
I kind of want to like get like equestrian vision and just see like what was actually like what they were seeing when the green stink smoke was like
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the fart. Yeah.
the fart smoke was just coming off of them. Like, what were they seeing? Was it just like, oh, the air is completely normal, or was there actually just green smoke flowing off?
They
them and
probably
just
didn't
pay
notice because they were
attention?
fighting with everyone all the time. It's probably
Well, because the girls didn't notice it. The only person that really noticed it was
Sunset,
Shimmer.
yeah.
That wasn't a part of the fight.
You
well,
wouldn't
no,
even necessarily.
they
noticing
probably
it.
they probably did notice it in the cafeteria when it first happened, but they didn't notice it when it was coming off of them.
Maybe it's,
I don't think any character notices it when they're the ones that are producing it.
and maybe it's like a high enough magic like spell gas thing that only like Sunset Shimmer and
I
other.
don't think she even saw it though. I think she just kind of understood like what was going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might have just been there so we could see it, and it actually where you said it just was clear in their world or in their reality.
So the kiddies could understand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, basically. Anyway,
Makes
so
sense.
fighting makes you fart apparently.
Yeah. Farting is magic.
apparently
Farting gives magic to them. Or,
something.
whatever.
So
It
then,
is Taco Tuesday though. It is not Taco.
so then there is Battle of the Bands.
The battle. Yeah, they changed it to the Battle of the Bands with a really good song. I do like all the Dazzling songs.
Mm-hmm.
They were
With
really
the exception of their final song.
Yeah.
That final, like the song at the climax, I didn't like.
You mean
that
the
one.
Scott Pilgrim battle?
Yeah,
I thought that was like the best part.
like it was cool. Like don't get me wrong, but
Yeah,
the
the
song,
part was cool. The
there's, like,
song wasn't as good as their other songs.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It was
I
definitely
agree.
weaker.
The one in the cafeteria was, I think.
Yeah, that.
Really
I
good.
like the one that they sang during the battle where it was
Under
when
a
it was
Oh, under
the,
a spell.
the-
That's it.
the
It
what's
was
it called? The
it was
montage.
surprisingly seductive, actually.
I see what you mean.
I'm just like, man, kids, I guess.
Well, they're supposed to be silent.
Just like one of those things
Right.
like, I have the strangest boner right now. One of those things.
Well, there's
No.
Sonata, so
That is true.
Sonata is basically everybody's waifu. So
Except for his.
Who's?
You.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we all know your waifu is hips for days.
It's what we call Sunset because
Yeah.
apparently she has the big hips.
I call Sunset Shimmer hips for days now. Because whenever Lori and I were watching the movie, I was just like, dang, she got hips for days. I want to call her
I'm
hips
glad you
for days.
explained that joke. I never would have gathered.
Yeah. That was the whole thing. It was just real simple.
It was a scene where they were all in their PJs apparently.
Yeah, no, it was during the slumber party. Whenever they went to the kitchen and
Yeah.
and she was like, what is somebody
No, Sunset Shimmer and Sonata are my two favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which coincidentally, this movie was the one that like kind of, introduced them as as actual characters as opposed to just stereotypical.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Like they did with, what was it, Arya Blaze?
Who?
Exactly. The
Yeah.
third siren.
Oh, that's her name? I didn't know her name.
Nobody knows their names.
It's just like the one guy from the Black Eyed Peas. There's one of them that no one knows his name. He's there.
Mm-hmm.
No one
Which
knows
one?
his name.
'Cause I thought that
The
weren't there
short
like
one?
4 people.
There
in
were
Black?
4.
There's Will I Am, there's Fergie, there's the guy that was in the Street Fighter movie.
And then there's the other guy.
And then there's the
Just
other
like-
guy.
There's the other guy that
Right.
looks like I think one of my friends used to make jokes like, yeah, he looks like one of the guys in the I think the second Twilight movie or something. I'm like, okay, that makes sense to me. I don't know it, but all right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's just like there's just that one person in every group that no one really knows who is. They're just like, yeah, the person's there.
Honestly, most of them were forgettable. The only reason why Sonata was, is one of my favorites is because she just out of place.
She was like a villain Pinkie Pie, and
Yeah.
even then, she wasn't even much of a villain.
She was like a villain derpy.
Just
She was
relentlessly
a goofy, good, like a cool,
A
goofy
goofy
character
villain.
that was only evil because her 2 best friends were evil, and she wanted them to still be best friends.
which has
I guess.
been the plot line of many, many a fan fiction.
Yeah.
That said, there's not enough like fan fiction of those 3, either getting redeemed or even just winning, or or just in general.
I don't know about anybody else, but the art style, well, the way they drew the main bad guy, I could not stand
Oh,
she was
she
not
didn't like the-
I didn't
The thing that she,
Adagio just oh boy.
the thing she hated the most was the hip swivel she did when she walked.
like.
That was the main.
She had her
thing
hips
that-
like forward, like her hips are more out than any of her body, and like she has this big thigh gap, and it's annoying.
What you got against thigh gaps? Girls with thigh gaps are cute too.
It's not that. It's just the way they drew it. It's
I
terrible.
just didn't like. I didn't like any of the like. Again, Sonata might be the only one who has a decent looking design.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah,
I think it's
costume.
clothing
just-
wise.
I think it's just Equestria girls in general.
Well, no, I mean like
No,
Adagio
no,
in particular
Yeah,
has like the freaking purple jumpsuit thing that's just awful looking.
yeah.
Like I'm not a fashion person by any stretch of the imagination. Seriously, black shirt and blue jeans. That's kind of where I
That's
go.
like half the people
Well-
at the table right now. Wait, what are you wearing? Black
Sweat-
shirt with jeans?
No.
Sweatpants.
Oh, that's even worse.
Sweatpants and
But at the same time, though,
Fallout shirt.
what exactly was Adagio wearing? It's like
What's
it's
the
like
other
a
one's name
purple
again?
almost
Aria.
jumpsuit thing.
Aria.
Aria was wearing like almost a punk rocker thing,
Yeah, yeah.
which
That
Was
doesn't.
she the one
It's
with
not
the
bad,
blue
but it's not great.
The blue hair with the teal.
Blue haired with teal.
Was it blue?
Purple with
Purple
teal.
Purple.
But
Blue
though
was Sonata.
Blue
Pixel,
hair.
I like
the
blue
Blue
the
hair.
and teal
background
was,
character of
solid.
Pixel Pizzazz though, her outfit was adorable.
Who's what?
The girl with the blue hair that was with Photo Finish.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Her, yes.
Like-
Her outfit was adorable, and she was just a cute character design that I wished I would have seen in the show, just as a background character. That would have been nice. You know, I understand why.
We also have the cringeworthy Twilight moment.
Which one?
There were many
Friendship
things.
is
Which one
magic.
Just oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh.
that definitely. Everybody hold hands. Friendship is magic.
Everybody hold hands, stand in a line, be in the middle of the gym, and just shout at the top of your lungs.
Friendship is magic.
He's like, why did you
And
think
then
that
all
was
of
going
them just-
to work?
All of them except for I think it was Applejack were just like with their eyes closed, and Fluttershy looked like she was trying to not pee herself. She looks like she was scared. Like,
And you just gotta have
And then you
that.
see Sunset.
and then you just got Applejack like.
no. Oh no.
Applejack was the most like aware of all the situations in that.
And
No,
that
that's
makes sense.
basically her character.
That is her
all the
character.
time.
That's
Yeah.
the best thing about Applejack is that she's always just like she sees right through the BS of everything. She's just like
Might have something to do with that ability of
Like honesty.
honesty.
You know, it might have something to do with the fact she is the element of harmony. Or
I don't
She
know.
is harmony by herself.
maybe that might have something to do with it. Not sure.
Nope, it doesn't matter.
Like
Second picked up.
Applejack is steadily becoming my favorite pony because she's
Yeah.
just like. No, she
She's like
is. She
seriously.
is the person watching.
Yes.
She's like, really? Is this our plan? Okay.
Yeah. She's very very good.
Oh yeah.
She seemed to bicker a bit too much during Rainbow Rocks, though.
Yeah.
Bit what?
Bicker.
Yeah, like she has her moments where it's just like she gets to be stupid too.
Well, I mean,
But-
most of them though were with Rainbow Dash, which is they've always had that kind of a relationship since season 1. Those two.
Yeah, we do get to see that Rainbow is sort of a jerk.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
which was definitely bigger in seasons 1 and 2.
No, especially no. I mean,
Well,
in
sure.
particular,
I mean, in the movie.
particular in the movie.
Oh yeah, no, it's showing that like all the growing she did in this series didn't happen in the movie.
Which
in
is
the
the
movie
because they're separate.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the movie Rainbow Dash, which is showing that she still has to learn, which is showing that basically all of them are starting from scratch in a way, like
No.
with their learning.
Not in a way, they are, because they weren't even friends in the first movie.
Well,
That's
they
true.
were.
No, they were friends, and
No, they
then
weren't.
Sunset Shimmer broke their friendship. Remember?
Yeah, but
They were friends their freshman year, and then Sunset Shimmer came to the picture and broke everything up by making them all turn against each other, and then they became friends again
So-
in the movie.
that would have happened like a long, long time ago since she was sent to that air.
3 to 4 years.
Yeah,
We-
it happened.
We just
discussed
discussed
this.
this.
Yes.
We've established that years apparently run differently in the human world as to the equestrian world.
Go back
Yeah.
to sleep, Lori. Just quoting the movie.
Yeah.
No, I don't care what anybody says because everyone seems to think "Awesome as I Want to Be" is like the best song in the
No,
No,
it's
no.
the worst.
It's the worst.
Like,
By
I will
far.
say
I
though
can
that,
I can give you the list of songs.
that before we started the movie, Lori had said something. I was like, "Cause I'm as awesome as I want to be," and she looked at me like, "What?" I'm like, "It's a quote, or it's one of the songs in the movie we're about to watch,"
It
and
is-
she's like,
Is it-
"Oh."
I didn't like that song. It didn't stand
It's
out
not
to
that
me
good.
when I first
It's not
watched
that
it.
good. The song that they did at the very end, the one that Fluttershy wrote, was definitely the best.
I love
There's
Fluttershy.
Meh.
there's
Tomatoes.
about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, you actually have it.
There's 10.
Oh, like Shine Like Rainbows?
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's I think just not only the song, but
My
just, like,
favorite
the
was
placement.
the cringe-worthy Twilight singing song.
I would like to address though, like the whole, like I think like the whole point of the movie was to say like competition is. It felt like it was a competition is bad movie once again, which I really don't agree with that sentiment at all.
I wouldn't say competition is bad. It's just that competition done badly drives people away.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's no like Aesop feel
Or-
to that.
I kind of got a feel of cheaters never win kind of thing from it.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although technically, cheaters would have won if it weren't for
If it wasn't for the
Equal
whole
cheating
cheating
If
scratch.
it weren't for, you know.
If it wasn't for headphones. The moral of the story is wear headphones and don't pay attention in school, kids.
I mean, is it cheating though if you're using your natural abilities?
No.
No one, neither.
I don't see anybody
Neither
saying
musical-
Usain Bolt, you're too
No.
fast, you can't run.
That's true.
Neither group was using natural abilities technically.
Well,
'cause-
not to mention, it's also how they feed.
yeah.
Like, so basically, once again, we have a villain whose entire wrongdoing is that they wanted to eat.
Well,
Well, they
Yeah,
wanted to feed off
but-
of destroying the entire school.
So-
Yeah.
So
But-
lions have to kill things in order to eat.
Well,
Do we
Yes.
fault
I
lions
don't
for
feel
trying
like
But they're
to
not
things?
lions, they're human ponies.
No, it's
Yeah, but that's still how they eat.
I mean,
I don't
changelings
feel like
eat
they
by,
needed that.
by kidnapping people and hiding as the person
They
they,
really
kidnapped.
don't have to do that.
But that's
Fan
exactly
theory.
what they end up doing.
fan theory.
I don't
You
feel
know-
like. I think they were just trying to steal their magic so they could possibly get back to Equestria.
Yeah, they want.
I
That's
would
the
too.
that's the end
It's
game.
home.
That was definitely the end game. Was they wanted to get back to. They wanted to take over the human world, and then they wanted to get back to Equestria and take that over too.
yeah.
Which is what Sunset Shimmer wanted to do too. She wanted to take over the human world, use them as an army to take over Equestria.
So it's not really their source of food. It's also their source of like
Power.
controlling everything.
It's their power. Their what everyone's after every
Except they
villain.
weren't really trying to control anything. You just needed to get back home.
So
Yeah.
they
Because
can-
once they got back home,
so they could
were
bring
ready.
destruction, sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
But it's still how they, how they gain strength.
Yeah.
You're such an anti-hero, Chris.
I just try to like look at the whole entire situation
I'm
before
looking
like,
at
I
the picture,
judge.
bigger picture.
So like we've had two villains. I almost want to no, Tarek is just unbelievable.
No,
He killed the
ju-
tree.
he did kill the tree. He also
Uh,
betrayed Discord, which Discord betrayed everyone else first, so that doesn't really matter.
But no, we've had two villains so far whose only like main problem is just
Wanted to go home.
we no just, well not necessarily go home, but like we need to survive as like
A species.
as a species. Because Chrysalis, the only thing I can fault her on is how she
How's
her
her execution? Yeah.
What about Sombra?
Well, no, Sombra can go and just
Sombra. Well, no.
no,
Apparently,
Sombra can go and get his horn
no,
cut off.
wait,
and
no. Time out.
potentially come back
Time
later in
out.
the
Time out.
future.
From what I heard, apparently the comic books just finished Sombra's arc of his backstory.
Well, they're not technically canon.
Yeah,
No, they are.
They are
no,
canon,
they're-
but
the
the
thing
show
is, they're
just right
canon.
over it.
They're canon until the show says otherwise. As long as the show doesn't cover it, it's canon.
How many times has the show covered it?
None. So it's canon.
No, there's multiple times that the show is just coming and just going, nope.
Oh, for which ones?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember there were a couple of plot lines that were just kind of retconned by the show.
Okay.
You,
But,
you mean like Celestia Sombra? That shipping?
That was in the.
no.
What?
Was that actually a
That was in the comics.
Like apparently, but in the
Weird. I don't
anyway,
read the
apparently in the
comics,
comics, Sombra was kind of like a fallen hero kind of character, like who's trying to be a good guy that ended up being bad in the end. Kind
But
of
yeah,
thing.
Chrysalis' execution was bad. That's why she's a villain. With the
Well, Discord is just like that's just in his nature,
not
though.
ne- I wasn't talking about Discord.
No, I'm saying that's another one though. It's like it's
yeah,
not
it's in his
fault.
nature. It's
He
not his
can't
fault.
help it. It's just like one of us, or like me, just talking over people. I can't help it. It's in my nature. Yes, I know that I talk over people.
Well, no, you can still learn, but I mean, and that's kind of the point with Discord is he's learning to adjust.
Mhm.
Like, okay, I can't do this because if I do this, then everyone will be mad and I might die. So let's adjust. You can always learn,
Yeah, but anyway.
Anyway, and the other one is of course our sirens who.
Yeah, yeah.
The only problem is the only way that they can actually survive and feed and get strength Oh, cool. We have 3 viewers.
Yeah.
Hello to the
Hi.
2 viewers that are
2
watching.
viewers, actually. Yeah.
This is new for us. We
The
don't
only
know-
way they get strength, though, is
by making people
by
fight.
causing, discord and fight. Discord. Ooh, there's an idea.
Yeah.
What if they work alongside Discord?
Well, last time Discord worked with another villain, he got stabbed in the back. So Discord's not going to help any other villains, I'm sure.
Eh.
But,
At least not anytime soon.
Yeah, but that's really the only problems with them is like the only way they feed is by causing dissension. So by just because like how they are villains. Don't think it's quite fair on them, but or it wouldn't be it would be less fair on them if they like legitimately didn't want to cause so much chaos.
I wanted
Or
to
fighting.
rain chocolate milk again.
What?
Huh?
I wanted to rain
That was a
chocolate
joke.
That was
Oh.
totally out of nowhere. I did not know what you were talking about at first.
I was gonna say that's
like
so
Pinkie Pie
left
levels of
field.
random.
Like,
Yeah.
That was the point.
Yeah, but
Total chaos brings
Take it.
chocolate milk, you guys, or chocolate rain, you guys. Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain, you guys. Am I internet worthy? Am I internet
Some stay
humor?
dry while others feel the
oh
pain.
my god.
Sorry.
am I cool? Am I
This
cool?
one's Lori's fault.
Am I cool
No,
with the
no,
kids?
No, I got it.
Oh
oh dear lord.
no.
Speaking of Tazonde, he did do he did do like a cover of My Little Ponies.
Did he
Yeah.
really?
Did he? I want to look it
Yeah.
up.
He
We
did
have
the
to
theme for it.
Remind us of that later after the podcast. We got to see that.
So okay, where were we in the movie here?
I think
I
we
don't
finished up
remember.
the end, and I
I
think
just-
they had just won
By the way, that high five picked up really well on the
Yeah.
camera. Cool.
with the help of who was it? Vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
So
By the way, if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything else, feel free to say it in the chat and we'll address it.
another thing I have to bring up, which ties into the end, where again I think for like the second time in the movie, Twilight bumps into again. You know who?
Flash.
Yeah, and then she goes, "We have to stop bumping into each other."
And actually,
like this."
the
And then
fir-
he was like a total
No,
D-bag.
actually, the first time was
I like how much
at
hate
the
he got
gym.
from that.
First time was at the gym, I think,
Mm-hmm.
where they met again.
Yeah, he
The
saw
second
it, yeah.
time they were in the hallway.
Yeah, and
that's
that was
where.
after she joined the band.
No, they were doing the battle of the bands.
Yeah.
and
God, I hope that stops soon.
he.
With Flash Sentry.
Well, actually,
No.
I thought that
No.
the second time that they met.
No, it's just
No, no,
it's just awkward and like
No,
yeah, the awkwardness.
No.
Yes.
The second time that they did that, and they showed Flash Sentry being like a total douchebag to Twilight and make her cry, I kind of thought that was kind of brilliant because I thought that they were gonna say, "Now we want everybody to hate this guy."
no, and everybody did, which was the
Well, no,
funniest part.
this was just like for them to confirm.
He steals your waifu and then makes her cry.
This was just like to confirm, like, yeah, we want you to hate this person.
Well, no, like the thing is though, I give him a pass on that because he was under the influence
Yes.
of
Well,
magic.
that's
that
true.
He
makes
was
you
under the
naturally an
influence of
asshole.
drugs.
But then the third bumping incident
Fart
came along
drugs.
He was on fart drugs.
at the end, and he, basically kind of flirts with her.
I want it to happen
It
in
needs to
Ponyville.
not happen. Like no,
No.
just
It happens
No.
for a third time.
It
it's
needs to
awkward.
happen.
It's forced. It doesn't need to happen at all.
Oh,
It
yeah.
doesn't.
None of the main 6 ever need to get paired up with anybody,
No,
as
it
far
No.
as I'm concerned.
No.
But one of the main 6's big brother can totally get paired up with someone.
What do you mean?
Marvel Mac.
No,
I'm
like,
still going with Mac and Shirley.
unless
I've never really liked that one. They
And-
they seem more like they're like just friends than relationship wise.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I. That's what I got. out
I
of it.
kind of get a vibe off of them like they tried to date back when they first met and it didn't work out. So like, let's not.
Okay.
And then
That's what the kind of vibe I get off of it. But
the Cutie Mark Crusaders tried to push them together. It felt too forced.
yeah, it felt that was the whole
it was
point.
still
That was
funny as
the
all
point.
hell.
Oh, it was funny how they.
Schmoopy doo.
Yeah, all the terms that they used, I thought that was really funny. Like,
My
at the
pony,
top.
pony, honey, sweet pie, or whatever. Gotta love
Chubby
those.
Wubby Pony Waifu.
Oh my God.
No, if they can pair up the main 6 in such like
In
I
a-
think
in
the
a
reason why I
well-
don't like
in a
the
good way.
idea of it happening in the show is because it just doesn't need to happen.
It sinks ships.
Like their characters do not need to
Yeah.
be paired up because they are strong enough by themselves.
yeah.
Unless you can find a way to 1, not try to shoehorn it into like forced toys, and 2, find a way to do it in a convincing manner, then by all means.
Mm,
But like, don't just suddenly insert rarities. Just like, yes, I met this person in Manhattan. Didn't you know? I didn't tell you about him. oh, I'm so
He is
sorry.
the best.
I think
He's the best ever, and just like Mary Sue his way into like
every fanfiction.
like every
Yeah,
fanfiction
exactly.
ever.
Just-
Yeah.
I would so.
See, I do really hope that
Because no one
no-
seems to know how to write relationships properly.
No.
knowing
I
Larson,
don't just mean that in fan fiction. I mean just writers
in general.
knowing Larson, I hope that like he'll end the entire series by, oh, and by the way, Twilight's marrying Flash Sentry. LOL. Like, just I can see him doing something like
No,
that.
if it's a
That'd be
joke at
hilarious.
the end of everything, then fine. I'll
If
let
it's
it
like
go.
a joke, like it's a.
But if it's just
yeah.
like something that's shoehorned in for no reason, like every time you've seen like a relationship in a comedy or even in a drama,
I'm not your boyfriend.
like the guy who just randomly walks in and is like, "Oh yes, I am her boyfriend."
Didn't you know?
Yeah, that happened like
And
all the
there's-
time in like Friends. That's a
Yeah,
big one.
But like, there's always underlying feeling of, "Oh well, that guy must be an asshole," and then the writer writes themselves into a corner with their relationship. And goes, "Yes, he was an asshole the whole time."
Yeah, again,
Yep.
it happened a lot in Friends. I can remember
It's
a few
so
times
annoying
that
to
happened.
see it happen. So I don't want it to happen in MLP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't need to happen. There's no reason to have it happen. Just let the fanfic writers have at it.
Well, what if there is an episode in the show talking about balancing your romantic life with your friendships?
Then that's fine. If you can do it
That's
in a
fine.
good
That's
way,
like
that's fine.
that's like all of the Fluttershy discords.
No.
I'm kidding.
Man,
No.
I'm joking. I don't.
do I need to pour this on your head?
Yes. please
No.
do. That would be fun.
God no.
I
That would be-
so
we might
hate
get
that
more
shit.
viewers. Do it.
No, because then they won't be able to go back and watch it.
No.
And you
But,
gotta get stick
Yeah,
together.
relationships in kid shows never work out
Yeah.
properly.
Or in a lot of adult shows.
In most adult shows.
Most shows.
Because you can never have a relationship between two people that like is a problem and like you have to work around.
I mean, just look at Big
you have
Bang
to have
Theory.
between 3 to 4 people, and it's always going to be a messy affair and just awful.
It's never like real.
Like
Rela-
Big Bang Theory wasn't. I
Relationships
didn't
are
enjoy
difficult
it.
enough in real life as is. No need to add a
Yeah.
third dimension.
You're not wrong, but it's like a big example for me is the Big Bang Theory. But like when I first started watching, I was like, I don't really like this, but it's on, so I'm gonna watch it. And then like later seasons, like all of them have either a wife or a girlfriend now, and it's even worse because they're just trying to write jokes for there to be relationships.
They're
where
awkward
each-
nerds. How are they
Yeah,
gonna be
they're
romantic?
awkward nerds with awkward women nerds, except for one of them has a girl that's not nerdy at all. How is this gonna play out? Doot, 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 doot. That's basically how they write it. It's not very good, but it's it's a thing. Just it happens.
Yeah. So where were we on that?
Where were we on the movie? We got really sidetracked.
No, we finished it.
Can I have this one?
Gotta ask her about that.
Oh,
That's
I
what
like
we're
that
talking
one. Let me see this one.
It's
You can get
207.
those online.
Like half or
I know,
37
I used to
minutes.
have them,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and
Where?
you give them away, or you don't want them anymore, like my Barbie dolls, all of those are like worth a lot of money, and I
Or
don't have them because my
Like her mom,
niece's dad got rid of
her
them.
brother,
Oh, yeah?
her brother went away to college, and all of his magazines.
Oh my
which
God, he had
he
Superman
had-
comic
he
books,
had
like
the
2
original
piles like
Superman
these,
first
the
comic book.
original
Wow.
ones.
Pardon the.
Okay.
And when he
Together.
left, and when he left
Together.
home, my mom
Tossed it on.
tossed them on. He
And
was
that
so
one-
Technical difficulties.
angry.